Hey guys, AC. So if you're wondering, OBS didn't pick up my mic because it's evil and fucked up. So we had a joke about millennial burgers. The gang picked up a little thing called quirky sauce. This was totally not on the fly, I was definitely planning this. But regardless of that, it will do something and the party has it. And now that you know about the millennial burger joint and that Lorenzo was killed a waiter there and was up to some shenanigans, we will cut to after the restaurant where my mic started working. Have fun.
What?
What does that mean?
It can hear his Discord notifications.
No, it can't hear me. There we go.
No.
Oh,
No!
oh,
So we
and
were just
be sure
fucking-
to fix
So
this.
we were just we were berating the air for no reason for the first like 30 minutes of the stream.
I fucking hate OBS.
I said some joke about like about the audio settings. I thought of it in the sense of volume. Well, that's how it be sometimes.
This is why it does not matter if the settings are the same. We always do sound checks.
All right, AC. I think we need to have like mandatory sound checks now.
Yep, here on out. I fucking hate this piece of shit software. Who's the CEO of OBS?
I think OBS is it's an open source software. Nobody owns it. No.
I think there is somebody owns the website.
AC hates the community.
AC, now you have two options. Just kind of roll with it on the upload, or like put down like subtitles or some shit.
Look, you know what? Look, the millennial burger will be a bit for us specifically.
The lost joke.
It's
from
not
Hunter
like it was that important.
It's not like we lost.
I think the problem isn't necessarily we lost critical information. It's there's like what, an hour or so of the VOD of like kind of nothing.
Oh, that was an hour. Fuck.
Like it was kind of an hour. Like it's at the beginning.
I guess you might need to put an annotation just saying skip to this point for if to skip the hour-long bit. For those that weren't sure, basically we got a special sauce that one of the goofy guys said, "Here, AZ, let's reenact a tiny bit." Oh wow, Zach. What a special sauce! What and you, AC, said to Noir, and said to Tim, what? What did this guy sound like?
Oh, it sounded a little bit like this. The quirky sauce, it's made of horseradish, barbecue sauce, relish, and salt. He was lying about the salt. The Zach's amulet that goes off in the presence of something supernatural had a slight glow at the presence of quirky sauce. And they heard you guys storing the quirky sauce, so you guys have the item. And
then a mysterious figure that looks like a zombie came and said, I don't know what to do. Let's move on.
Alright, now, I mean, thankfully, we can actually progress the story here. So anyway, you're about to hack the credit card, the money. I hate
the money card.
You see an undead figure taking his shirt off in front of the man who created OBS or whoever. So while that brawl's going down.
Oh yeah, he was also having an issue with his fucking stream key too today.
Oh yeah, that's why there's 4 if you're subscribed to me, there'll be 4 upcoming streams of Session 7.
Oh really?
Yeah, on YouTube.
You might want to delete those.
I'll delete those after the stream, it's fine. Hack the fucking card!
What's the, I need the difficulty.
5. Difficulty 5.
Alright, give me a second here. Are we lowering the difficulty because it's just financial knowledge, or are we just keeping it at 5?
We'll lower it to We'll lower it to 4 because of that. This will be the fight of this session. Is the credit
I'm
card?
re-rolling this. Let's go.
This is the boss fight of this session.
I finally did it. Woo.
All the you tap in, you see all the money that Ken Anderson owned. It was although you notice he had a mansion, you notice that he had a couple million, but also some debt.
Why does he have debt on his credit card? How does that work?
Oh, interest, I mean.
Uh-huh.
So do you take this, so do you relinquish this dead weird changeling of his money and put it into yours?
I'll actually ask the group if they don't mind if I send this to my hunter organization to better help them out in the fight.
What? Now we
What?
killed this guy. Hold on, wait, that's a lot of money. Wait a minute.
Actually,
Alright,
my
so
uncle's
would you
group
rather I
probably could
divvy
use
it up?
that as well.
Huh? Sorry, I didn't hear you. What?
My organization I'm a part of could use it as well.
Wait a second, I got a better idea. How about we give it to both organizations? They can give it to us in cash.
Like, I could actually fucking quit my job with that kind of money. Oh my god.
Well, how much is it?
It
How much is?
was 2 mil.
All right.
Oh.
How about I get half and then you get, and I'll divvy up the rest. That would still be a lot of money.
Yeah, what about my organization?
All right. How about I take in like 100,000 and give it to them, and then we divvy up the rest.
You see Malcolm just kind of judgingly staring at
I'm not getting the money.
I know. He's judgingly staring at everybody equally, if it's unclear.
You know.
Malcolm, is everything all right?
Ah, it's nothing.
Anyway, so would
Malcolm,
you
I'm
mind
sorry,
if I
but
get
I'm not the... Malcolm, I'm sorry, but I'm not a grand wizard. I don't have the infinite free spirit of
Neither
magic
am
and
I. I'm not
power.
racist.
You know what I mean. I don't mean the racist kind. I mean the magic, actually wizard kind.
Wait, well, the difference is I think he's a crab wizard.
All right. So should we divvy it up equally then?
Yes.
Will this cause any suspicion with your bank account?
Not really.
Probably with mine. So maybe just give it to me in cash.
Should we give it to Arkham and then he can split it up?
Oh, that's a good idea.
That would make
Oh,
more
yeah.
sense.
I will say, the money trap explicitly says that you deprive something of financial assets, without like gaining suspicion from like feds.
So I wasn't
Okay, cool.
sure
So
if
we're
that
looking
counted
at
though, if it was going into other people's money though, because I kind of thought those would be separate considerations.
Oh yeah. You
So I can give it to Arkham. You know, he probably deals with this kind of thing more often than any of us. And we'll split it up equally.
He can give it to us as donations or something.
Or we can just use Arkham's like bank account itself as a piggy bank.
Kind of. Yeah.
Actually, Arkham, do you have a guy who can like deliver the money in a like discreet way?
Oh, what the fuck? So it's like I have a YouTube chat like icon thingy for OBS, and there's 2 of them. There's a tiny shrunk one, and there's like a large one. The large one doesn't have the text, but the shrunk one does. But it's fine.
So I guess we'll send it to Arkham unless he has any issues with that.
No, it sounds great.
I was also gonna add the fact that my uncle is going to be really stupid and probably put the money in his bank account if it's transferred digitally. So you probably want to send a guy to give him like a briefcase or some shit.
I thought you were like, I wasn't even sure that how your organization worked. I thought it was just a couple guys in a shed.
It's not a shed.
A
Also,
warehouse?
it's more than a couple guys. It's like
Is it a? Is this
Well,
like
there's at least
com-
7 of them.
More
It's
than
just like
10.
a.
We're allowed to talk about this?
We're in a bus. We're in
I
the
mean,
bus.
it seemed like a pretty easy guess if he's 7.
Well, no, my call sign isn't reflective of how many members we have.
How many people are there? Unless that's a secret.
I don't want to say it out loud.
Didn't you say 10?
Because
I
you're
thought you said there like
lucky?
at
Well,
least
it's more
10.
than 10.
Alright then.
Listen, look,
13.
I think I've told you guys this before, but fuck it. At this point, we might as well. The organization I'm from is like a bunch of disgruntled what's it, Gulf? No, wait. Guys who served in like the Middle East during like the 90s who got discharged, dishonorably, because when you come back yelling, hey, there's some weird supernatural creatures that we saw when we were over there, yeah, you get kind of labeled as fucking crazy.
Oh, they're on that Jacob's ladder again.
Gulf War Syndrome?
But it turns out, it turns out him and a bunch of his army vet guys saw a bunch of vampires over there.
Adam walks up to Arkham.
Yep.
So you have books, right? If
Plenty
you have,
of 'em.
if you have, I'll have to double check. If there's any books on hunters, maybe we can find if there's any in this area or not. I meant to ask earlier.
Does he?
What did he ask? Sorry?
He asked if there's any books about this area, like about hunters or
Cincinnati?
anything. Yeah.
I consult my lockbox? Or what would I roll to consult my lockbox?
Resolve plus academics.
I thought he was actually gonna ask if he had any spell books to do like the head sorcery, like the
I mean,
Numinia.
I got a lot of books.
Yeah.
Just
It would be I'd say probably a higher difficulty, like a 5 because it's a specific location.
And what's my criteria here again?
Resolve plus academics.
All right. And a diff of 5.
Yes.
7 and a 10. Can I willpower through this?
Yes, you can.
7s.
7.
1738.
I'm like, hey, what's
That's,
up, hello?
That's a 4. I know that's we said 10s were like. We said 10s were 2.
Right on.
That's a 4. That's a 4. You guys go through the books. You can't find anything about Cincinnati specifically, but you do find a book on like hunter like guide. You find an old like hunter's guide and whatnot, and you see a note. You see a note detaining note containing like a symbol of that would be a giveaway for a safe house. And as you're looking at it, he's like, maybe we can work with this. So basically, you have unlocked knowledge of a symbol, and when you see this symbol out and about, it translates to safe house. Let me go get the symbol by itself real quick.
All right.
Well, hopefully the monsters don't know about this symbol.
And I was like, I'm hoping that's the reason. I'm hoping that's the reason why we found this in a book and not on the internet.
Interesting.
It is a
What are you chuckling about?
I'm chuckling about that because that reminds me, and I don't think this is completely accurate, but it reminds me of the fucking, reminds me of that fuckhead voiced by Stamper from Battle Block Theater.
Wait, why does this? Oh, wait, I
The
can
narrator,
see it
the
now.
narrator's voice.
Hattie Haddington.
Hattie doesn't have a voice because he's in a catatonic state for the entire game. You're probably thinking of the narrator.
I thought the implications that he's
Yes.
voiced by, Stamper.
I mean,
Technically,
he voices everyone.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh yeah, that is true as well.
So it's a new symbol to look out for. It's like, alright. I just wanted to verify if there wasn't anything we could just run into.
Well, we should put this on our bus.
Or maybe that would... Maybe it would... I don't know, maybe... What if that gives us away?
Yeah,
Why does this
true.
symbol look familiar?
It's a
I think I've seen
very
it-
generic symbol.
I think I've seen it in a video game once.
Might have. I don't
I
know.
hope not.
Look, man, it's not my book. I didn't make the damn thing. So it's just something to look out for. So with this symbol in mind, do you have any, like... It's not really a whole lot to go off of. But I guess my thing is, do you have any, like, locations you want to check out on the map?
Do we have any locations that we want to check out on the map, AC?
Let me go pop up the map. The map that has been district off, just good enough to be functional. There we go. I guess, like, the only thing I could really say is, like, the park was where you buried that thingy.
That weapons cache.
The weapons cache. It is daytime.
Is it cache or cache?
It's Cash.
I've heard both.
I'll never forgive the French.
I guess we could just hang out in the park unless we want to go check out the observatory.
I want to check out the riverfront, personally.
I'm gonna go smoke by the riverside if anybody wants to come with me.
I'll
Yeah.
come.
I don't smoke.
Sure.
Like
I
I can
could
play.
use
I can play with
luck.
the drone. I can play with the drone while we.
Sure.
Oh yeah, there's the huge. So you guys just kind of pass time by. You know, just looking at the riverfront. It's a little bit later in the day. You notice that there's some, like, people gathering around to watch, like, just look around. Some are watching, like, the drone.
At the same time, Zach is testing how much it can carry. He just
AC,
slowly
what is the
docks into it.
strength dot of this drone?
If it's a
How many
stealth
dot?
drone, let me consult the edge.
Edge.
I imagine it's pretty small. But
It's
is it
pretty small.
Is it deceivingly
I'd say
strong?
I'd say it's decently sized. It just has a quiet motor. That's why it's stealth plus
Deceptively so.
awareness.
So system perform 2 skills. So it has so it can do a single drone can do 2 skills. And because a surveillance drone can do the 2 skills of stealth and awareness. On the however, through perks you can get different types.
I got payload.
Alright, you got payload. While carrying it, the drone moves slower and it gains a 2 dice to those attempting to to those attempting to detect it is the downside. And the size of the drone should be agreed upon by the storyteller and player. Oh, great, it's vague.
That's fine.
That's fine.
It's vague.
It's like a decently sized drone.
It can carry
a
like
stuff.
it can't carry that giant box you buried in that park, but
Can't carry a coffin.
But it can carry some like small like packages and stuff.
But can
May
it
I-
carry
may
Mr.
I make-
Frodo?
Would it be able to carry essentially a claw game worth of weight, one that isn't rigged?
Yeah.
What if it's a claw game that's already full of items?
So
Um,
I would assume it's like 1 dot of strength, because like I think 2 dots
One-
is like 100 pounds.
Yeah, 1 dot of strength. So it has three dice. And each just to use in total, like one for a stealth, their stealth, awareness, and their strength. Not 3 dots, but 1 dot in strength. How to uses it? Couple dots in stealth and awareness. Yeah, that are the stats.
I honestly did not expect this to be such an in-depth question. I thought that this was just something that was already known.
I just want to verify it really quickly.
And it's like a model that Ash wanted Zach to test out for remote deliveries.
And as your
Yeah,
test,
those Amazon airdrops.
yeah, it can carry some small packages. It can't carry like a minigun, but yeah,
But it can carry like a gun,
it can carry like a pistol or something like that. Something
maybe even a rifle, but that's pushing it.
a rifle is pushing it. An SMG would probably be the best.
It would probably be able to carry like it would be able to struggle with 20 pounds, but probably be fine with like 10 at maximum before it starts struggling.
It can't carry too much because it's got quiet motors, and quiet motors means it's got less strength than expected.
That's a reasonable
stealth.
payoff.
It could probably carry a light dumbbell.
So in your park, you have done drone training arc complete, and now you've used this time to figure out the ins and outs of your drone.
Drone jacket.
So as you're doing that, you know, some people, they're going by referencing some stuff that they've seen recently. You see a group of people who are being weird with like their hats. They're throwing them on the ground and telling everybody in their group to pick up the hat. You don't know what that's about, but they just kind of go on by.
Weird. You see that over there, Steph?
Eh, it's just some fucking assholes. Oh.
Pick up the hat. Pick up the hat. And they walk by.
Kind of reminds me of a combine soldier.
Wait, so are they
yeah.
just fucking with each other, or is it like a random guy they're messing with?
It's just no. It's they're fucking with each other. They're throwing their hats and telling each other to pick it up.
I guess I'll just watch, see what happens.
They walk. They walk by after referencing a new movie that they have seen recently.
Is this a reference? I don't know.
Megalopolis.
Is this a fucking
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this a fucking Megalopolis reference?
Was there like a?
You
Was
guys
there
about
a
to go
thing-
back to the club.
I don't remember there being a hat in Megalopolis.
Oh, you don't?
What was the
Man,
hat
this
scene?
reference
I guess you
about to
haven't
make
seen
a
it.
Cocalypse.
I did see it. We watched it together. I
Yeah.
don't remember a hat.
I remember. It was like they walked into a bank and they were throwing their hats on the ground and telling each other, "Pick up that hat. Pick up my hat," and then
Like-
picking it back up.
Was this a game?
No, they never explain why they do that. They just do it.
Are you
I
saying
don't.
this movie is surreal and some things happen that don't make too much sense?
It was something, alright.
Can I be
In
honest?
Megalopolis?
When you said we watched it together, I felt like something more sensual. When you
Yeah,
talked
we
about
jacked
watching
each other
the
off
movie.
with
What?
Megalopolis.
Together.
We saw Aubrey Plaza's ass in that, and we were like, yeah.
Shows your butt.
Yeah, show some
They had to go back to the club.
Go back to the club.
Your butt.
So as you notice, the
I'll take it out of
Megalopolis
this.
enjoyers go by.
Right, because we had that fucking thing that the movie theater at the park was showing Megalopolis. Now I remember.
What was the reason? Is there one more reason?
There was no. They just did that.
Oh,
they
now
still
okay.
did it?
So Roboot linked a clip. It looks like it's just a guy being like an asshole and wanting to flex his power by telling his entourage to just pick up the hat he throws on the ground.
Just throwing a hat down is a general exclamation of anger, but it's also very, like, old-fashioned.
Oh yeah, maybe he's like throwing
Oh,
it down in
so-
anger, but wants to keep the hat.
Is that Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf is in this movie.
This movie had a
Fucking
lot
God.
of top actors.
Yeah,
I wasn't joking whenever I said
This
Aubrey
was
Plaza's ass
this
was in it.
was made by Francis Ford Coppola. That man has a lot of pull in Hollywood.
I was like, what is that?
He can-
even
he can
Steven
It looks
fucking
like
himself?
it
get
could be a
people.
superstition thing,
Uh,
but they all do it.
So does time progress? Like, is there
Time
anything
per-
else?
Are we doing things?
time progresses, but as you're all just kind of going about the bus, you all decide to kind of like go to the park to the riverfront, having that whole experience. But as you walk by, you see somebody right as you're heading for the bus, and she is looking around.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What the fuck is she here?
She's turning her.
You're bad at leaving a trail.
What do you mean leaving a trail?
How else is she finding us?
I don't fucking know.
You sure you don't just have like an angry spirit following you around at this point?
I mean, like, that might be an actual possibility at this point.
Oh, Christ.
So wait, so set up the scene, AC. Where is she in relation to us?
She's also in like the park. She's like kind of just out there like looking around. And and you guys are walking towards the bus, and she's right, and as you're like approaching it, she's like right turning around to like notice you guys.
I'm fucking jumping in.
I'm going to make this a dexterity plus athletics check, difficulty 4 for 7 to just book it before she can see him.
Dexterity and athletics?
Because you're going really fast. You're not focusing on you're focusing on going really fast so you can go to a place you know she won't see you.
Okay, Alright, the difficulty was 4?
Yeah, 4. Keeping it simple. She doesn't have like the eye. She doesn't have like super eyesight powers.
God, I hope she finds you. That would be really funny.
You've got to be fucking kidding!
You slip,
Fuck this plot!
so you run, and you slip, and you step on a branch, and you slip on it. You do a bit of a roll, and as you're running to it, the sound of that branch you just broke gets her attention, and she turns around, and she sees all of you. And
I'm gonna
without
wave.
saying a word, after Virgil waves, she is on the move. She's approaching. She's walking fast. You hear
I'm
the
gonna approach
click,
her.
and when she walks to on the concrete, you hear the clicks of her heels. What now?
Fuck's sake.
Is there something the matter?
Good, I'm
Steph,
gonna
go.
get behind Arkham
I'm
right now.
I'm standing in between her and Seven at this point.
Oh wait, are you going into the bus, or am I like, or are you just saying out?
Seven, get in the fucking bus.
I'm gonna ask, like, is there a problem?
Oh, are you working with him?
Excuse me, he's
Heh.
a friend of mine. What's going on?
A friend of yours, huh?
Yeah.
I think you'd be interested to know what your friend is getting up to.
Oh, really?
I have seen your friend is going around very suspiciously with firearms. You know, someone went missing. I think
You see, how crowded is this place?
the most is like she would have to yell to get their attention, but like out in the distance there's like some like two people throwing a frisbee to each other.
There's the
Are
guys
they
with the
in? They're
hats
in the
over there.
distance.
They're in the distance. She hasn't raised her voice yet. She's about to.
All right, I'm gonna like look behind her and ask like, hey, is there something over there? Okay, what am I rolling with manipulation?
Manipulation plus.
I want her to get her to look away for it briefly.
Manipulation plus. I would say like subterfuge.
Subterfuge. All right, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. With how gullible is this lady?
She's just like it's a different. She's like it would be a 3 if she didn't know you were with him, but it's like a 4 now.
Hey, can I roll to scream I'm going into labor?
Okay,
No.
I'm re-rolling this.
So.
I'm gonna do a re-roll.
Well, me screaming I'm going into labor.
All right, so I get her to look away, right?
She looks away. She looks at the frisbee. She turns her head for a
Okay.
brief moment.
I am going to punch her as hard as I can in the face, trying to knock her out.
Okay, here's for your second dice roll. This will be a strength plus brawl. And because she is fragile, she is like
Can I do melee instead of brawl?
do you have a weight?
Is she like
Do you
physically
have
fragile or mentally fragile?
Yes. Okay, so you can do that, but you only if you have like a weight. Like, do you have like let's just say you have like an item in your hands to help make your fist a little heavier.
All right, let's see. What do I got in my fucking pocket?
Don't you have your like knife?
You can. Are you?
I'm not gonna
Wait.
stab her. I have
You
like.
just have it in your hand.
I'm gonna
It's
pistol
like-
whip her. I'm gonna quick draw pistol whip her. Can I count that as a melee?
You can count that as a melee if you pistol whip her.
Can I argue for a low difficulty because she's not expecting it?
Yeah, I would say, the difficulty already was, like, 3 for this one, because, like, because she's not a wrestler or, like, a brawler. Like, this is a Karen. You're-
Alright, so we're going with 3 because I'm rolling 3 dice.
Yeah.
I love how Skylar White gets like the Silent Hill music. Oh,
Alright, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna use another willpower.
Yo.
my fucking god.
Okay.
Oh, no!
Okay, you punch her.
Amazing.
She goes down, and she's not unconscious.
But she's down.
She is down, and she's like, and she goes into
And now I'm going to grab her. I'm
Oh.
gonna cover her mouth and bring her inside.
What did you do? No!
Into the bus?
Yes, I'm
No,
going to
hold on a
say,
second,
help
This
me.
is a bad idea.
Oh, I don't like that this
let's
person
not
is
start
following me.
kidnapping people now.
I don't
Also, we
like that
really
this
can't
person.
We
I've
really can't
alre-
just keep bringing people into the bus as a mechanism for avoiding our problems.
Worry
I
about something.
think
You should be
it's
worried about
too
this
late.
guy. Goddamn.
I think it's too late. She's gonna scream.
Okay, well then here, I can solve that, and now I'm gonna pistol whip her.
Okay, another difficulty 3 strength plus melee if it's a pistol.
Can't we just like?
No,
Can I pistol whip her too?
Cool.
Since I actually have the
Roll
strength check.
4 dice.
How is everyone pistol whipping my stalker?
I
Can I
thought
no, I'm gonna do a
I
neck
thought
job.
I thought Virgil was gonna be the weird, morally ambiguous one, but everybody is fine with just assaulting and beating this old lady in the park. Not this
Nick
Karen in the
Seven would
park.
be the crazy son of a bitch, but he's like, what the fuck is going
I can't wait.
on?
I was hoping that you guys would just help grab her. Okay.
Wait, shouldn't I be the one doing it since I'm the strong boy?
9627. I have a 3 in melee.
Oh.
So you do it, and she's out. and somewhere you have a weird vibe, and because of an extra, you have a weird vibe that you don't know why, but you feel like Lorenzo might slightly respect you more.
You fucking sand stalkers, and I just kick her, in the side of her fucking chest.
Congrats, she woke her back up. No, I'm
Get
kidding.
in the fucking van.
No, she's still out.
I think we need to start having a heart-to-heart. I'm bringing her on board.
No, we aren't. We're leaving. Get in the van.
It sounds like you
We're
have
going-
some unresolved
We're going,
issues.
Virgil.
I'm gonna shoot her if we don't
Adam-
get in the fucking van.
Adam comes out. Hey guys, what the?
Get back in the van.
All right, I'm going in the van.
Malcolm says.
And then it's
Malcolm's,
Zach's just dragging Virgil in.
Malcolm's like, you know, guys, the storage compartment was fine because vampires are supernatural, but like with this Karen, she doesn't really believe in it. You might fuck with the works here.
Get out of here. Like, no, seriously, like, drive. Come on.
Fine.
Hurry.
He slam.
What was that plan?
He slams on the brake.
The plan was to solve your issue.
You are now.
You mean the
Out.
gas?
You
She's
slam.
somehow following us.
All right, here, guys, listen. I don't know how I have to be the one to do this, because I'm supposed to be the weird, horny one or whatever, but we're, like, really bad at this. I know that, like, we were joking about it before with that guy, we were, like, who was, like, reluctantly, but, like, we pistol whipped a perceivably random girl in the middle of a public street for, at the very least, as far as anybody else.
I thought we were in like a
no
park.
fucking reason.
I thought we weren't like visible to most people that weren't paying attention.
I'm gonna be honest, I was just gonna accuse her of being racist and following me. That's it.
I wanted to bring her along so you can talk it out.
It almost sounded like you were about to say hurt her.
No,
So
I
you,
already did that.
you guys are going through like the bus is going through like a quieter like route in the housing dish. Like it is like from the parks to downtown to the housing districts. Anybody who lives in this city who actually lives here, don't worry about how this is the sector. This is vibes based. Don't worry about it. The observatory's large.
Past the vibe.
Listen.
Plot hole. Andy's one of.
We are supposed to be, at the very least, executing our actions with a modicum of discretion, especially because in order to get what we're doing done, we're working with the local crime lord, who's so well known that the Millennial Burger joint is under his thumb.
Oh, I was hoping that you guys could talk things out.
You're interrupted with a
Is that why we beat her to unconsciousness so we could
Well,
talk
I
things out?
Whose phone is it?
Well, I didn't want
It's
her
her
to know.
phone.
You have
When
her.
did you get her phone?
Is it
When
ra-
did
is
we
it
get her
rain?
phone?
Is it rain or is it text message?
Wait, did we take her or did we just jack her phone?
No, you took her. She just had her phone on her. There.
Oh wait, no, I thought we didn't take her. I thought we left her.
No,
Oh,
I
no,
specifically
it'd
said
be
leave
really
it
funny if
there.
Virgil somehow snuck her on. Hold on, no, let's make this the worst possible future, actually. Hold on.
So she's on. It's. You go to check the phone out of fear that it may be a text message or an urgent message. It's an email on Outlook. It's a spam notification.
Okay.
Guys, I really.
Well, I guess-
really
Well, I guess
think
now
this is a bad
I don't
idea.
know when we got it, but I guess someone picked up her fucking phone.
I guess we're
Guess she's
gonna
on the
invite
bus.
Victor onto the bus any moment now, aren't we?
I'm not saying that in character, I'm saying that in person. I went, yeah, Virgil snuck her on somehow.
I don't think that would be possible. This place has one like entrance. I think
It'd be funny.
it would be funny. I don't think I could.
Okay. Alright, hold on a second.
Do you want me to have the story be that I was dragging her against your protests?
I guess?
Do you want that, Joshy? I will take.
I think at this point, I'm gonna be real. I wasn't expecting this to go as tits up as it is right now. So there is like a part of it that's like, I guess fuck it, let's ball.
All right, I guess I'm dragging her onto the bus, saying, "No, we are figuring this out right now."
Okay. So, we've
So-
kidnapped we've kidnapped a deeply disgruntled individual who, as far as we can tell, has such a grudge against Seven that she's literally following him across state lines. At what point do you actually think that he can get her to see reason? When someone is, like, deliberately acting unreasonable!
I think she's the one acting unreasonable.
Okay,
here.
but okay, so she's following Seven, but she can't get anything done. Now that we've kidnapped her, that's
can
cops
do
are involved
something.
now.
She's actionable and she's seen all of our faces.
Well, we can dump her.
Talking about dumping her.
If we just dump her somewhere,
Are we killing
sure,
her?
I didn't say kill her. I didn't just say
She's
we
also
don't
seen
have
the
to bring her on
She's
the bus.
also seen the bus that she's now currently on.
I like. Should we just leave her then? What?
No, let's just put a bag over her head or something.
What?
Rucksack preferably.
We can't fucking do that. Like, she has too much evidence, and I mean, like, I don't fucking know.
Well, it sounds
I
like
think it's a bit
we
late
gotta
for that.
work our charm. I
Stop
don't like
her.
being followed.
Didn't you hit her in the face?
Yes.
Okay.
Charming.
Man, I
Alright,
was
well-
just gonna accuse her of being racist or fucking weird, man. I wasn't. Oh my god.
Alright, hey, listen. Okay. Sorry. Hold on a second. Adam, you go. What does Adam need to say first?
I was hoping to get her to. I was hoping
Adams.
to knock her out on the first go.
Adam looks, he's like, oh man, yeah. Wait, so has this person called the cops on you or tried to before?
She said her husband's a cop.
Said her husband's
Oh my fucking god.
Oh no,
She could be lying.
I mean, yeah,
Actually,
but
I don't know.
fucking-
I'm not gonna. Fuck, man.
you know, this
Hold
would,
on, okay.
you know, if I
hold
was
on
a
a
mage,
second.
this would
And
be
to
the
be
part I
fair-
turn her into a statue and dunk her in a
Alright.
Wouldn't wanna
It's a
do that
statue in
either.
a lake.
Okay, listen. So, we have two fairly solid options. Number one, we turn her into a statue, and she stops being a problem for
I
everyone.
can't do that anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so we have one option at the moment, and I'm just gonna fucking take out my police revolver
Whoa,
and
whoa,
just
whoa, whoa, whoa,
leave it
whoa,
near her
whoa,
head.
whoa.
Okay,
No,
okay, hey,
not,
hey,
don't,
hold
no
on.
firearms
No,
in
no,
the
no, no.
bus, okay?
I know, but what I'm illustrating my point with a gun that has the safety on at the moment. But that can change. Things are very malleable at the moment. So now we're gonna sit here and have an actual conversation instead of just saying vague things like putting on the moves, charming her, doing something, I don't know, like we gotta do something like actually actionable. Because what's the situation that we're in right now? Because, alright, the changeling who could disappear at a reasonable amount of level was one thing, but we just have, like, a regular woman who might be married, who might have somebody who will notice if she goes missing, and at the very least might become an additional problem for Mr. Doesn't want anybody to know his name.
I'm gonna
didn't you
check her
say
hand
she
and see
worked
if she
with
has a
you?
ring.
I think you're gonna have a lot harder of a time convincing your Seven's not up to something
I might have
now.
actually misunderstood her relation to Seven. I thought that Joshi said that she was on a job with him one time.
No, I said that she
No,
saw
she
me
saw
doing
him
a
on
job.
a job.
Oh, okay, that changes. things.
Working
Bruh.
guns.
Didn't she see, she saw you walking down the street with a gun. Isn't that it?
Yeah,
That's not anything.
I mean, yeah. That's why it's easy to kind of lie and say she's crazy.
Now this is something. Now we have a problem.
I actually completely misunderstood. I thought that this person was was a person that worked with you.
Out of character, this is
Bruh.
the funniest fucking shit ever.
Okay, so question. I misunderstood. Do we keep the bit going or do we reverse?
I'm
Now
part of
she-
me is
I
like
think
keeping
you've-
the
you've
bit
pressed
going.
it too
I
far.
think we're addressing it now. I think this is the bit now.
Oh, that's fun. All right. I thought that this person was like an agent that that was like one of those things where it's like the job went wrong, and it's like and it was like a person that was working with Seven.
Bruh.
No, that's Dr. Tim Stalker.
Hey, remember when I was originally thinking that this is gonna be a session nothing happened other than like clue finding?
Listen, Seven, hey, buddy, okay, the conversation is between you and me now, because I'm the one pointing the gun at her, and this is also largely your problem. This involves me now also because if I'm implicated in anything involving this crazy bitch who also happens to be your problem, I'm probably gonna lose my job or go to
Alright,
jail, and then I
alright.
can't do this anymore.
Let's think of a
Unrelated, I
plan
totally
here.
forgot you had
I
a
have
job,
an
but
idea.
that's besides the point.
I have
how
a lot
about
of
this?
vacation days.
How about this? Oh wait, she remembered Steph punching her shit.
Okay, here. How about this? I say that I am like trying to work with this guy, and I pretend to be part of some organized crime thing, and I scare her, and I talk about him like he's some young guy that got in over his head, and I try to make her feel bad.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Maybe not. But I'm up for other ideas. We could just scare her.
So far, your
Ideas,
plan
this was
is to
yours.
make her seem more suspicious of us.
Well, we can see what happens. I want to know how she's tracking us, though.
We?
Do you think
Yeah.
we can gaslight her into thinking that a rock accidentally hit the back of her head?
No.
It also doesn't help the fact, like, honest to God, regardless of whatever gaslighting we can actually think about reasonably pulling off on her, again, she's still gonna be following you to the ends of the earth.
Well, not if I'm a concerned citizen. Well, I mean, I'd rather that than fucking kill her.
Well, why don't
Oh,
we
what
just
have we
talk
gotten
to her?
ourselves into?
It's
Get
we
myself into shit. It just happened in front of me. I didn't even have a chance to react.
Mm-hmm.
my apologies. I thought that, but I don't like that I'm being followed. I want to know how she's doing it.
Me either, but I'm not the one about to kidnap the fuck.
Now, Seven, if you don't want to kill her, and forgive me if this sounds unbelievably morbid, but I've already said I'm gonna shoot her in the head. What if we just, how could she possibly have seen you or known anything if she can't see?
You know what? How about
What
you
are
put
you
on the
saying?
wig?
Implication.
How about you put on
Do
the
you
wig?
think blinding her after the fact is gonna somehow get us out of this?
Look, I'm just saying, there's a difference between a mad woman running around town and a blind mad woman running around town.
I have an idea. All right, Jerry. You put on Seven's clothes, or at least what you can. You're a bit different, and we say that she looked at the wrong guy.
Oh god.
And then we beat her over the head with a gun.
You see, we are the
Brought her
thugs, but
into
he
our
isn't.
bus.
Then again, she'll probably find him again if we don't know how we're being tracked.
So she's starting to go. As you're driving, and as the time's going by, you just see her kind of like. She's like, her eyes are slowly opening.
I raise
Seven,
up
you
the
might
gun.
wanna
I
hide.
raise up the gun to hit her
You
over
might
the
wanna
head
hide.
again.
No, put the fucking gun away.
Seven's going to Piccolo dash in front of the Karen and go, "We're not shooting her."
What's going on?
All right, fine, Jesus.
What?
Hello.
Oh. Oh.
You
she
seem
looks
to
at
have
Seven.
fallen.
Zach gets out
It's
of
you.
Zach runs
Wait,
out of
is
her
Seven
out of her
is Seven
flying sight.
hiding, or is he addressing his conflict?
Look, I'm very sorry about my good friend Fred here. Points at Virgil. He's very protective of me because I used to get bullied a lot when I was a kid, and we were kind of rushing you to the hospital.
I thought you were a stalker. My apologies. I thought you were a threat.
I think I remember everything just going black at the park. I'm trying to remember. And now she will make her own dice roll to see how much she remembers. It's difficulty 4. A difficulty 4 dice roll for her. Let me go get the kit. You see, like, she's trying to recall what happened. So, Insight.
Zach is just sweating the entire time.
Alright, we're gonna go to... Alright. We're gonna go to... Difficulty. The dice roll fails. She goes, I remember seeing you guys. It's just a black, fuzzy, like, it's just nothing after that. What? Why does my head hurt?
Got hit in the back of the head by a baseball.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
Fred.
gotta be careful out there.
I assume Fred was throwing the baseball then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fred, you gotta be a lot more careful.
I'm not particularly good with my aim.
She's suffering from a head injury, difficulty 2, lie dice roll, which would be manipulation plus subterfuge. Difficulty 2
Alright.
because she's like awakening from a concussion. Her mental faculties are not fully there yet.
I think it's okay.
Never worked.
Also,
4 and 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7.
I decided to give her, like, when it comes to insight, like, on 1 insight, but she has, like, 3 wits. To give you an idea, her the difficulty was 4. She rolled 1, 8, 6, 7. She was 1 dice away from remembering. I just think that would be... I just think it would really sink in the
God.
severity of it if you guys knew that she was only 1 die away from remembering.
Oh my god.
Are you
Don't do
doing
it.
okay? How many fingers am I holding up? I'm gonna hold up like 3 fingers.
4? 3 now.
Alright, good. Good, but it seems like you're a little dizzy. Do you remember... Are you okay? Do you need us to take you anywhere?
Just...
How did you even end up here?
I was looking for... this guy... brown hair and all that. I was looking for him. He was in Martinsville, and I heard something weird happened in Cincinnati, so I figured he'd be here, so I went here.
You heard he was here.
No, I heard something weird was here, so I figured he'd be here.
Do you just go looking for this guy anywhere you think it's weird?
Pretty much.
Don't you think that you should probably calm down a bit?
Maybe nah. Get me to a hospital.
Alright,
I love how her response to that was nah.
Are you like hiding right now?
Are you
I was thinking about it.
Like is she going to see you?
You should not be in the same room at this.
Or are you
as this
going to
woman right
confront
now.
your issues?
Can
Are you going to confront
How
the problem?
What kind of role would I need to succeed not fucking myself up jumping out the moving bus?
Alright, 7 is cowarding out of his problem.
Wait, you're jumping out of the bus?
I mean, okay, wait, am I hiding? Am I avoiding this, or am I facing it?
Hiding is
You could
probably
just
a
go
good
up
idea.
It's your
Upstairs.
choice. It's an freeform or roleplay
Just go
RPG.
upstairs.
The vampires are scarier than confronting
We have
this
a
one
whole
defenseless
second
woman.
floor with
Me
several
dies out
rooms
the
you can
window
hide
like
in.
fucking. Me dies out the window like fucking. Not Spamton, fucking
Papyrus.
Papyrus.
So if you want
Didn't
to,
say Scott Pilgrim.
I want to be nice. I'll give you the 2 options. Jumping out the window. The dice roll would be,
Are we like still? Are we driving?
it's like slower, but it's like you're kind of going through like a residential area, so you're not like a speed demon, but it's still moving.
I mean, I'd assume we're
I would say that, like, I'll say, Dex, no, I would say stamina, you can either pick Dex or Stamina. Stamina would be the more like the tank it. You know what? Dex plus Athletics to jump.
The difference between going through the window and going through the window.
Alright, so the options are Dex would be opening the window and going out of it. Stamina would be just throwing yourself and breaking the glass.
What's the roll to just walk upstairs unnoticed?
That's a composure plus stealth roll of you just kind of going through the crowd and trying to go unnoticed. That's a difficulty 4. It's a difficulty 2 to jump out.
Man, Virgil just shaking his head in disappointment that he's not confronting his problem.
So, do you want to take difficulty 2 or the 4?
Okay, fuck, neither, I guess.
Alright, so you're going to
I'm going to confront it, I guess.
It takes 0 dice rolls to stand still and let her see you.
I mean, when we take her to the hospital, we could just plant a gun on her and then she'll get arrested for a concealed carry offense.
She's still awake!
Or we can solve our problems in a nice, easy way.
Look at Virgil and be like, I don't think that's gonna work.
So this quick time event timer is running out. So you choose to see her.
Hi, ma'am. You're the one that keeps following me. I've done nothing wrong, and my friend accidentally hit you in the back of the head with a fucking baseball.
I'll get you eventually. It's not now.
I didn't do fucking anything.
She's delirious.
Does she have a purse with her?
Can I go to sleep?
You know what?
I don't think you should.
No, not right now.
I wonder how many of you would catch on to that she's like has a head injury and she's asking if she can sleep.
Oh shit! I actually didn't think of that. Yeah, you're not supposed to sleep with a head injury.
Do you have any
You should be very much awake right now. See how I'm trying to tell you to not sleep when you have a concussion? I didn't fucking do anything.
Here, I'm gonna go up to Malcolm and say, hey, can you do anything about this? You do stuff with sleeping, right?
The best I can do is, when she's actually asleep, I could maybe reduce the chance of her, like, dying or something. It's complicated. And plus, it's a lot trickier to do on her than it is you guys, because, you know, she has a
closed mind.
And a closed mind. Your minds have been inherently kind of open from all of your experiences, so it's a little easier. It's a little less taxing to, you know, dream stride you all.
I don't know. I think I opened her mind pretty well. Yeah, and I'm gonna like kind of do some light elbowing. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I can think of a couple rituals. The only one I can think of is no, that just wipe every single. No, that'd be too much.
Don't you got any healing magic stuff? And I'm not saying this where she can hear it. Can you only do dream stuff? Do you got any variety?
I have. It's complicated. I have a healing. The only thing is, I remember there was a healing ritual, but that's for the user, than not another person.
Yeah.
There was
well, how far from the hospital?
It's pretty far. We're in the housing district. The only thing I could say is there was one ritual that could completely heal her, but it also resets her mind. It'd wipe her like a solid state, and it would take forever to prepare, and we don't even have the resources. I'd have to go all over to get them.
Oh, look, I might be violent, but I'm not a complete psycho. She'll be fine. We can take her to a hospital.
Alright. Just, alright, woman puncher. We'll just, we'll get her to the hospital. You guys...
Wait, okay, so do any of us have medicine as, like, a thing? Like, would that be able to do anything to keep her safe?
0 points.
Even if I did, I wouldn't be using it right now.
Man, you are the biggest murder
my
hobo
character
here.
is firmly in the stance of we should just get rid of the problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna, like, I have 1 dot in medicine. What would, like, a difficulty be just to, like, kind of, like, you know, keep her awake, keep her confidently stable?
Probably like a medicine plus, like, intelligence. It'd probably be like I'd say it's a 1 dot because it's just like an occasional, like, hey, wake up. It's nothing too crazy.
Yeah, sure.
Let's
see, one difficulty.
So as you guys are going about, you guys aren't really looking out. Any of you like looking out any windows?
Are you fucking serious? Total failure.
I've not seen that before.
Total failure. So, unless
I'm slapping her. Hey, wake up! Slap.
You accidentally go a little too hard, you knock her out.
Oh no.
Virgil, just come on. Frank,
Virgil, maybe you should hang out with 7.
You know what? Maybe I should.
7's feeling a bit lonely up there.
Just head upstairs.
Charlie's not a conversationalist.
I probably shouldn't be here.
And Zach's just gonna, like, do the gentle slap to, like, get her awake. Like the little gentle slaps, like.
I don't think that's gonna do anything at this point.
It does. It'll do nothing. But if you want to, if you think you can think of a way, that could probably make her up.
He's gonna go to the. Zach's gonna, like, pull out his.
And she's wet.
This is going the funniest possible
no, he's not gonna
way.
do that. He's gonna pinch her hand.
So what's outside the window, by the way?
You all look out the window. It's just cars passing by, and it's just like a weird, like, little building. And you drive, like, kind of by it. It's but you notice that in the brief, like, stint you see of the building, it has a weird, almost permutation of something, and you think for half a moment it seems vaguely familiar. A difficulty 3 insight plus wits to recall what you saw out that window.
Me?
I would say for 7 who was upstairs and kind of looking, not upstairs, but 7 who was there.
I was downstairs with everyone else with the.
I would say 7 was looking out the window.
Did everyone think I went upstairs for a moment? No.
Oh, I thought we were actually downstairs.
I got confused. Everybody's downstairs. 7, you were looking out the window to keep your mind off things, and then you see a building pass by, and in order to kind of like catch the little icon, difficulty 3, awareness plus wits to recall what you just saw in the building.
See what I get, baby.
We are not doing good with this bot.
Well, I feel like the bot's fucking me a bit, but I'll use a bit more willpower.
It does feel like we fail more than.
This is why we get our 8 hours of sleep.
So you deeply recall where you saw that logo. And it's not exactly it. It's weirdly a little different, but it does kind of vaguely resemble a bit. There's a bit of the Safe Haven logo inside of it, but there's a bit of a weird permutation to it. What,
Sorry, what is permutation in this? What does that mean?
I
like
mean,
a variation?
It's kind of different. You remember there's some slight, like, difference. There's, like, a 3rd dot in the center. And as you're recalling it, the rain is, like, pouring down. You know what? I'll just show off the building that you drove past.
Oh. Seems important.
That'd be 7.
7
like
saw
that's important.
this. Yeah. It's quite the building that you're able to see. And as you're driving by, the rain starts to kind of calm down. So what do you do with this information?
Wait, is this something my character should know?
No, your character, everybody should know because it was pointed out inside the bus and like earshot of everybody. There's a weird permutation of the Hunter Safe House icon. It's it's from an old textbook from like years ago, so I wouldn't be shocked if your character wouldn't know it. But you go, hey, that's that symbol.
Oh fuck.
What is it?
Karen's. There's a Hunter Safe House there, but it looked weird.
Well, should we take her to it? I don't know if we want to have somebody like her knowing about this stuff.
Let's just drop her off at a hospital and
maybe,
then drive back.
maybe would be good to have along. She seems to be a good tracker.
We
Or you're weaponizing the Karen now?
Are we weaponizing the Karen energy?
She's on our side.
Yes, what if we get her on our side?
Oh my god. And Zach's just gonna like put his face in his hands like, oh my god.
Can I look on like Google Maps to see if this has like a label associated, like a business or anything?
This this building?
Is there any signage?
Yeah.
You do. I wouldn't. It's Google Maps. Anybody, you all can use it. So you look on the laptop. It was the building was kind of unnamed at the time. And you can't really find anything specific with it. But you know that whatever happened with it, it's no longer being operated for its original purpose. Yeah. Let me pop this shit up.
Hey Malcolm, does that look familiar to you? Or Adam? Wait, shit, his name was Adam, right? Adam Malcolm, does that look familiar to you?
Oh, it looks like one of those Hunter logos that we saw in Dr. Arkham's books.
Does that symbol above it look familiar, or is that just a window?
There's the symbol above it.
That's
a
purple and blue.
That's a weird stained glass window. Forgive me.
Well, do you think we should check it out? Perhaps they can help.
I mean, it's unmarked. You said it was unmarked on Google Maps, so it's not. I think we should, but do we want to bring concussion Karen with us?
No, drop her off at a hospital and let's get out of here.
How far is the hospital, actually?
Let me pop up the map in relation to this.
Like, I think that's the big question. How far is the hospital?
Actually, it's a little far, but actually you could make it to a hospital and back in a straight line and still, park near it.
Well, it sounds like we got... So let's head to the hospital.
She needs help more than we do.
You head to the hospital. You, like, bring her, and she's like, oh, what happened? It's just... And you, like, rush her to the hospital. And a doctor's like, should we go get, like, a gurney or whatever? They're, like, rushing to go and take care of her. And it's like, and they ask... Let me guess. Is it the gang violence? Is it more of those violence?
Yes, expressly so. It was the gang violence. We just found her like this.
I'm just hoping that would end.
We are not keeping our fucking story straight.
She's barely awake. This isn't for her. It's for the nurse.
She's been like speaking like she's been babbling on about nonsense for the while. I think that hit her real hard.
Lucky she's alive. Let's go, move.
Mm-hmm.
She's rushed into the hospital.
By the way, we're not related, so don't contact us about her status.
That sounds really suspicious, but okay.
That's the... I was about to say that, yeah.
You know, we can just not leave your number with them.
So you guys leave, and you guys get in, and you rush back into nearby this abandoned building.
Now the question:
nearby.
do we want to call it? Do we want to do like just a little bit more, or do we want to do like a dramatic ending?
I want to do a dramatic ending. So, you're facing the building. You all decide that, you know what, you're probably going to just approach. It's a hunter building. You walk through. You walk like right up to the door. And you hear a knock. You don't see anybody answer, but you hear a voice. Oh, this is private property. Do you have it do you have the passphrase?
I'm going to do an insight check to see if I can think of just a thing to just say to him. To show, you know what? No. Hey, I reckon. Does that symbol mean hunting at all or safe house?
I guess it used to.
What happened?
Well, it's back in. I'll tell you when you get inside, but can you promise me this? My hairline's a bit off, so just no comment on the balding.
I was probably not going to anyway.
We weren't going to, but
He opens the door. Yeah, he looks. He's no one you've met before, but he looks suspiciously like. Is it? All right. I guess you're hunters.
yeah.
Lord knows we need more of those. You enter the building, and you close. And as the door closes behind you, the final notes of this session will be, you know, the last people who owned this, were all died and went away in some conflict, but after our less than natural increase in violence, some of us civilians have been tired of standing on sidelines. We've been tired of just being a punching bag for those freaks. So, we're hoping to get this back in order, and we're hoping to use the resources left behind by the ones previous. Unfortunately, we don't know how to fully operate some of the stuff here, so we're... Honestly, the fact that you recognize the logo, most of us would be... Now, I know some of us would be mad that I let you in without the passphrase, but if you're able to recognize that logo is a hunter thing, then maybe you guys might know a thing or two about some of the weird little items that we can't seem to get to do anything down here.
I can take a look at them.
I sure do love weird little items.
But
Pressing buttons.
I guess, welcome to the Resistance, I guess. And with that...
What's your name, buddy?
Oh, my name? Roger.
Wilco.
Roger.
Nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet you all. And with that, and with you staring at this ragtag group of people, as normal citizens that were driven as a last resort to use the abandoned hunter base to its ability, is where the session goes to a close. And
That was fun. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
And that was Hunter the Road Trip Session 7.
I can't believe that we
Absolute
lost
cinema.
an hour of shenanigans and made up for it with another hour of shenanigans.
Dude, I was so hoping that she would fail. I mean, that you would fail, like, getting the... I wanted to do, like, the punching. I wanted her to talk to you. I was gonna do the thing where I tap on her shoulder and then knock her out, but I ended up being the one talking to her directly.
I mean, like, yeah, because if it's gonna be like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna run away.
I will say, I'm gonna confess I was a bit of a stinker. I did purposely lower the difficulty for you jumping out the window because I was having an idea of what if I had to Seven by himself discover this building after he threw himself out the bus.
Oh, really?
An idea was...
I nailed the fucking dice roll then, God.
Yeah, like if you had thrown yourself out the bus, you would have just been all injured and fucked up, but you would have been in front of this place, and maybe Roger would have, like, come out to be like, what happened? Are you okay?
It's also really funny that I got, like, such an easy fucking... 4 dice. Difficulty 1. Total failure. I knock her out.
And you fumble, it's total failure, so you fumbled it as hard as you could.
I'm not just, like, trying to, like, slap her awake. I am rattling her brain.
So, your ally so far is Smith and this ragtag group of civilians who discovered this old hunter base after they've said that the old hunters have all died, and they're here basically trying to make use of the old fort.
I thought
also Mr. Hibachi.
I thought you were gonna say that Karen and I'm like, damn, I can't believe we got a social link from that shit.
I can't believe you forgot about our boy, Mr. Hibachi. How dare you?
Mr. Hibachi's on speed dial. You can summon him if you want to. I'm shocked none of you did, considering I thought I jinxed myself.
Well, it's more along the lines of if I bring in Mr. Hibachi, I want to think of, like, the right time.
Well, it's
whenever we need something catered, or whenever we need somebody who knows how to chop things.
You need somebody to enter a cooking contest, like on the TV show, and we just get Mr. Hibachi there.
It's gonna turn out these hunters need like a new chef. No, none of them know how to cook food. Don't worry, I know a guy. Mr. Hibachi, vampires are real. You're in on this now. There's no going back. Get cooking.
Just forcibly throwing a guy into the supernatural world. Jesus.
Hey, Mr. Hibachi, catch! I throw a severed head.
AC, we placed all these characters on the overlay by pure random chance, and I think we accidentally nailed, like, the energies of who sits by who. Considering what Stefan Verge did this fucking session.
I did not know, like, I mentioned early on, like, I sense the bloodlust in you because you were talking about how much you love the killing the zombie. I didn't know just how bloodthirsty stuff was.
I believe that was all completely in character, especially including the bit where I just yelled, I hate stalkers, get in the fucking van.
I was, like, so excited to punch her, not because, like, I wanted to inherently punch her, just I wanted the surprise. I wanted to show how much of a loose cannon Virgil actually is.
Unironically, I've been trying to, like, get us into a conversation about, like, hey, we should change up how we're operating things. And I guess that was the perfect diegetic opportunity to be like, okay, guys, we gotta get our shit together.
Okay,
I'm really bad.
I was just gonna avoid her and be like, you're just a crazy lady following me around.
No, Virgil wants you to confront your issues.
It's called sandbagging it because that's how you solve the issue.
It's called being a responsible adult to confront your issues. Pistol whip. Now get in the van, lady. We're fixing this.
The best way to handle someone following you around and saying you're doing suspicious stuff is to accuse them of being crazy.
It is to talk it out after knocking them out.
That's like the Karen, like, kind of says, hey, you guys are a little suspicious, Virgil and stuff. Welcome to the family, son.
I wasn't trying to get her in the van. Just leave her and go. Like, we just gotta go.
We cannot stop calling the bus a van.
It's like, for me, I like to think of Virgil as the violent good cop.
It's it's funny. I was expecting. I don't know why. Here's the thing. I was expecting like Virgil to be the more like resorting to like more bad
Violence.
cop, but like no, Steph's the bad cop. Virgil's like the chaotic good cop.
What does that make
How
Zach?
Seven's like kind of still normalish.
I'm on it. Like I thought,
I'm
whenever
still
I
normal.
my initial impression of Seven was that he was gonna be like like try to be stoic and courageous, not like actually like I'm going to run away from my problems.
It's not even running away. It's called sandbagging the problem.
Well, you punched the
Not a
bot.
problem.
Well,
That's
you
how you handle it.
you handled
no,
the problem.
I-
You handled the problem the way normal functioning members of society do by pistol whipping it, punching it, and dragging it into your boss.
I simply go, "Man, you're crazy. Please leave me alone."
Oh man, it's really funny. It's like
I gotta punch that bitch in the face.
it's funny because I'm
fair,
like no.
She might not remember us by now.
It's kind of really funny because like okay, I failed at my pistol whip. Seth goes, no, this is how you do it.
It's, oh my god, it's really funny. That
Seven getting in the way of Steph about to fucking put a bullet in between the Karen's fucking.
I'm going to kill this woman! Wait a minute! Whoa, 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 whoa! No! Don't be rash.
You can't make a
I'm
habit
like,
of this.
no, don't. That's like, like, if I wanted to kill her, I would. Like, that's wrong.
I
Joshy
said-
between the person saying, let's just kill her, and the other guy going, well, let's try to talk it out before we resort to that.
All right, for everybody
Well, listen
on
to
the
that worst
stream,
case scenario.
for everybody in the stream and everybody in here, there's something I do need to say. I'm going to go to development progress, on that Discord. So, Roboot was looking like Zach was like he wasn't gonna show up. So I'm like, I wasn't planning on today being balls to the walls unhinged action. Just the gang searches the town that mostly find a cool place, and that might be near the end anyway. Another thing, I wasn't originally planning on doing anything too major, so I hope Roberts and Mud would keep going. Like at most, maybe a new place. Another thing, I was thinking of maybe even having like an off stream. And I would say maybe Zach joined with the drone. You know, I was planning this to just be a small one. It fucking snowballed real quick.
Yeah, I fucking did.
Fucking did.
I will say I'm a big fan of you guys having the boss fight of this session being the credit card.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I'm at 2 willpower out of 5.
I thought the boss fight was Karen, if I'm being honest.
I
She had
mean,
the boss fight music.
you guys had 2 fights today. Karen and the credit card. There were battles. Great.
That's what we
Your
can call.
mom
That's what we
let you
can
have
call this
two
episode. That's what we can call this episode.
boss
Karen and the
fights.
credit card.
Battle on 2. It's like battle on 2 fronts. So
One more step and this doctor gets it. Don't be rash.
So AC, I don't know how good your video editing skills are, so I'm curious. Like, are you planning to just put like an annotation up saying like, "Skip to this. The audio got fucked. It's just bullshit. There's nothing."
This is
important."
gonna be the only. I feel like this is the VOD I'll only probably like download and edit because these videos take up some space, but also another thing, a lot of space, but also like yeah. I think I might just have like I might either edit it where I might scrap. I might have like either scrap the Millennial Burger for now, but keep it as a separate thing. And whenever I feel like going back to it, redubbing what I originally said and going off vibes.
Like, if you want to just cut that entire thing out and just have it start at like us bitching about like OBS, you can just put down like a thing that says. What happened, like a vague overview, and just say we got a special sauce.
Just try to remember what you said during that, but have Microsoft Sam say it.
I'll have like a Gary's.
Buddy.
I'll have like a Gary's mod like set up where it's green screen where like my player model goes up and say,
Yeah, that like right there, that's perfect. Also, man, I really want our fucking bullshit with with me punching her out to be like a short in some way. That's one of those things you share
I gotta
around.
get animating.
Okay, I will get to animating. Okay.
I edit it. I just and the only edits I do is like adding like some Disco Elysium dice roll like success and fail noises to it.
I'm starting to think I should just use like another like a dice roller website. It might just be me, the nature of randomness is frequently not in our favor from our perception. But man, this Discord bot's making me suspicious.
Lorenzo is weirdly respectful of you, weirdly respects you guys even more now. For some reason.
Fucking like, I'm just gonna like treat her like a crazy person and run away, because that's how you get people to think she's fucking crazy. Virgil, you gotta face your problems head on. Punches her in the face. I didn't knock her out. Steph, now let me do it. Punches her out.
What an amazing session we had here today.
I was thinking
I
we
am
could
so
go
glad
to...
I fought through the fatigue.
I was thinking we could go like 3 ways with talking to the lady, to the stalker. We can go with a way where I'm like playing a bad guy. It's like, oh, you're messing with the person that owes me money or something, and try to like make it seem like you are a victim. We could go with like I'd like out crazy her and try to scare her using guns and knives. Although now I'm starting to think that I would want backup from Steph. and then with the alternative being, I'm sorry, I thought you were threatening my friend. I thought that you were dangerous. So I was thinking we could go like 3 ways with it. And I wasn't sure like how it was gonna be taken, but I'm so glad I did it.
So I was like not ready for like what their bum was about to do. So my character's freaking the fuck out, going, "What the fuck is going on?" But the actual player was all like, "No, this is fucking funny. Go with it."
Yeah, I got this. Don't worry. Smack.
I can't believe Joshi might actually be Joshi might be his own potential man.
I was thinking that Mr. Hibachi was going to be this campaign's potential man. He's like...
No, before we started, who's going to be the potential man of this campaign? And I went, probably 7.
What is the potential man? I'm unfamiliar with this.
Let me
explain this to you.
Actually, wait, no. I'm going to post this on the image on the stream because I can do that. We're gonna have we're gonna end this little stream on a lesson. Oh no.
Oh, wait. What's wrong?
It didn't show the image, it showed the website.
How are you trying to do this?
I'm dragging the image into the fucking tab. But for some reason...
Oh, try right-clicking, like, and then copy image address.
It's just like...
Okay, but it's chicanery!
They can't see this, thankfully. I had to turn it off really quickly. Man, I'm gonna...
I'm not crazy!
Okay, let me read this. Okay. I feel like I don't have the pop culture references for this.
Is this 90% Jujutsu? Is like about a Jujutsu Kaisen character? You know what? Oh,
I have not watched the Jujutsu Kaisen.
Not a lot of people here have, so let me break it down. So, hang on, let me get the blue.
Why are his hands also blue?
This is some weird new 52 design he shopped over. Blame the... So,
like, it's supposed to be a Superman that doesn't look like an S, and why are his hands blue?
It's clearly a different Superman.
But, alright.
Oh, okay.
It's potential man. So, break this down into, like, something a non-JJK fan can get. Potential man is somebody who has the potential to be good, has the potential to be the best there ever was, but just isn't.
Isn't.
He doesn't... It's if and when, but never is. Just wait until he comes back. He has the potential to rival Gojo. You'll hit the cool Black Flash eventually. I can't just wait until he comes back. 0 feats, 0 relevance, 7 kamikaze attempts.
I think I get the idea, yeah.
That's
Give
potential.
Me liberty, give me fire, give me
Middle schoolers or I retire.
Is Vegeta a potential man?
No.
No.
No, Gohan! Gohan is a potential man.
Oh yeah, it is Gohan, isn't it?
I mean, superhero actually let him do something, so he kind of is able. So you could kind of break him. You could get him out of the allegations a little bit. The only
like,
Dragon Ball potential man memes I see is a bunch of shit about the video games and how there's balance with stats, and I'm like, no, goddamn it.
So I wonder how much Gohan Blanco can kick on Jiren. Is it not at all still?
He has the potential. Yeah, he has the potential.
Another potential man that we make reference to is the man of my profile picture on Discord, one Gregor from Limbs Company. But I would share it, but that has some spoilers for Kanto 1.
I'm trying to. That's the worst thing about finding a potential man is trying to avoid the Limbus ones.
You could probably just mainly just not read it and be fine.
There's a JoJo equivalent. Without any spoilers, I'll just say it's a Fugo from Part 5.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I say that's really funny because from my understanding, the fucking novels that add more to him are getting animated.
Give me liberty, give me fire, give me light novels or I retire.
Oh yeah, part of like my idea for Virgil, it made me really disappointed that things like psychopath are not flaws you can take. And it's like, okay, your character just does not have like he barely has any empathy.
So here's
so they might do insane things.
I think the whole thing is they want you to play an empathetic they want you to play an empathetic like hunter who like, and in fact there's a weird system to where you take like willpower damage if you do something evil. I haven't implemented it because I think it's better if there's moral people in the group but also amoral and I have them clash naturally. And and that's why I don't enforce it.
Yeah, I guess he's not really a psychopath as much as he's just like a loose cannon.
Alright, wait. I found one for you. It's super tiny, and I can't zoom in.
Oh lord.
What is this, an image for ants?
It's Necrons as the Warhammer potential man.
Here, can you just put that into like Discord and I can read it off?
I will. Let me go to Gen Chat. Oh yeah, I forgot about. All right, there we go.
Oh lord, that is tiny. Give me a second. Let me open that in browser.
I actually have it large enough to read if you want me to.
Sorry, what?
I can read it if you can't.
Here, let me try copying it to browser.
Don't worry, Bone, I got this. Here, Bone.
Okay, I zoomed in. I managed. Oh, okay. Actually, that helps a lot.
Necrons would steamroll the setting if they all woke up.
Yes, they have the best tech in the galaxy. Ignore the glaring flaws written into the core of the faction.
But
they do. They have a thing where they compress a star and blow it up.
No, I have the perfect title for this, like the subtitle for this session. I'm gonna have this be the final note before I say it. What are your guys' overall like quick thoughts of how you felt about it?
That was fucking stressful.
I loved it. I was worried like, oh no, am I being that guy whenever I did the thing? Because I fundamentally misunderstood what the stalker's deal was, but it sounds like people had a good time.
I'll say I don't think I'll use this title, but an idea I'll end this on is Hunter the Road Trip, Session 7. waiting for potential, man.
Also, I think that Virgil also kind of foreshadowed this is a bit of his personality. Whenever he cut off, like whenever, like, I guess he didn't really, he almost cut off the head of the changeling. There was still a bit of neck left, I think.
I mean, he went for the stroke.
Yes. Apparently, though,
Just
like AC
brutal.
said that he would have still been alive. So I guess he didn't until everybody else started seizuring him.
Yeah.
Strong for it.
But yeah, so it's like me kind of like spontaneously doing that was kind of like the foreshadowing of this kind of thing.
My final notes. Oh man, I'll lower the strength of this changeling. It won't be too bad. They restrained him. Oh, he can fight back. No, another restrained him. Okay, another person restrained him. They're stabbing him now. Okay, he's gone.
Dog pile.
But yeah,
Get the tape. Get the zip ties.
I hope anybody
TFT video.
watching the video, the VOD, live, whatever, I hope you all enjoyed. And I hope that the Cincinnati inhabitants didn't... Well, you died on the inside seeing that map. I know you did, but just deal with it. So, farewell. Goodbye.
Come back, our commenter. You didn't comment in the last session. Please come back.
Come back. Come back, our royal fan.
We didn't mean to scare you off. Please come back.
We miss
Okay,
you.
now you guys are sounding desperate. No, get out. Get out. I'm gonna play hard to get. I'm gonna play hard to get. I'm gonna use reverse psychology.
We can't. Oh, we can't. You can't good guy. Or can't good guy, bad guy the fucking...
I'm gonna pistol whip this guy while you get him to the hospital.
And that's where we'll end our stream. Goodbye.
Jesus Christ.